Episode 3581, Simplify the Complicated.
Moms, it's time to rediscover, rejuvenate, and renew who you are in mind, body, and spirit. Welcome to Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie, the show to help you do just that. Here's your host, certified life coach, personal trainer, and nutritionist, Christiane Wargo.
Happy day. I hope you're having a fabulous week. Guess what? It's Friday, Junior. Yes, it is. It's almost the weekend, and that means, well, hopefully more sunshine, because we've had nothing but kind of dreary, gray skies, and I know it's the fall, but I like a little sunshine in my life. How about you? It's time to simplify the complicated. For those of you who are brand new to Create Your Now, welcome to this incredible family. I'm so delighted of your presence. If you already even had the opportunity, you want to head on over to createyournow.com, where you can learn more and sign up for the K.I.S.S newsletter, the Keep It Simple strategy, everyday solutions to live, love, and impact. Well, are you ready for some inspiration, a little bit of motivation, and a little kick in the pants where you need it? Well, I don't know about you, but sometimes we can just look at our life and be like, oh, there's no way I can do all of this. There's absolutely no way. I have so much to do. So what are you doing today to get closer to your dreams and goals? If you continue to live with the obligations, the to-do list, and the distractions leading your day, your joy is going to fade quickly. Simplify the complicated. Because why is it that we keep allowing ourselves to drown in the busyness of life? Are you still wanting that badge of honor? I mean, really? Can you not give it up? It is a bit ridiculous, honestly. And I'm not just talking to you. I mean, by golly, I do the same thing. We rush from one place to another, ticking off tasks, yet feeling stuck, overwhelmed, and yeah, I'm just pooped. Lacking joy. And it's supposed to be the holidays. Do you have your Christmas tree up? Okay, secret here. I don't have my Christmas tree up, but the movers are here today. I'm so excited, which means I'm going to start the Christmas trees. Oh yes, but we got to get all the furniture in its place. So I've been working diligently. Talk about simplifying the complicated. I haven't really lived in my house because it's been under forced renovations, right? You know the story. And I'm like, no wonder I'm so crabby, right? Maybe you're living that life too. Maybe not in forced renovations, but you're in a season where you're like, I don't have control. There is nothing I can control. So here's the thing. You don't have to live from rush. As my friend Teresa McCloy says, you can live a life of rest, not rush. But you get to choose. You get to choose how you show up. You get to choose how crazy you want your move back in date to be. Do you want to be calm? I mean, I'm going to have 8-10 people here today. It's going to be a celebration, but it's going to be a little bit of craziness. But guess what? I'm just going to breathe it in and know that the only way it's going to go away is if I simmer down and allow myself to calm down too. And that means you got to do the same thing. You got to simplify the complicated. Stop trying to make everything about, I got to do this. And oh, you won't believe if I'm not doing this. Why do we have to sound like we're so big when maybe we just need to be the size of an ant? Did you know ants move mountains? Do you know they can carry 100 times their weight? And you're like, Christiane, they don't weigh that much. Yeah, but think about that for a moment. Can you carry 100 times your weight? Yeah, I don't think so. Sometimes we sit here and we just stew in our own messes. And we forget to look for the blessings. We forget to see that, oh my gosh, I do have something to celebrate that's right in front of me. The holidays are around the corner. My house, I kid you not, I have piles after piles after piles. And I told my mom this yesterday. I said, you know what, Mom? I've realized this. I said, it's like I've moved into my house with no boxes. I kid you not. Now, I do have a few boxes. Most of them come from my master closet because my master closet is still not put together yet. And it won't be probably until the new year. That's a sacrifice I have to make. And so I'm like, okay, we got the lead time, but I don't have the money to do it because, well, we'll leave the insurance story for another episode. But seriously, that's where I'm at. And so I could sit here and put myself in a corner and be like, oh, woe's me, I'm not going to get my master closet. Or I could celebrate that I get 98.5% of my house back. Get it back into order, girl. You got this. You don't have to sit around and wait for the master closet to be finished. You get to do it now. You get to decorate for Christmas the way you want to. And I'm thinking, but do you see my piles? I'm like, oh, wait, but I get to go through those piles. And if I don't want it, I can donate. I can trash it. Or I could do something else with it. Maybe I have a big bonfire. Probably not a good idea, especially if it's fabric. You know what I mean? But if I would just kind of step back and allow myself to reclaim my peace through presence, it might change everything. Because we can get lost in the whirlwind of our tasks and obligations, right? Those to-do lists that lead our everyday. And it really tells us that, you know what? You're just out of touch with the present moment. Embrace your presence. Stay grounded in who you are, in the here and now. Release those worries because you know what? They're always going to be there. So don't over-stress about it, right? Let the past be the past. Let your anxieties melt away because all you can do is deal with today. Through the simple mindset shift, that pivot that says, you know what? I'm just going to breathe it all in and I'm going to reclaim my peace through my presence and I'm going to love it. And yeah, pretty soon when all those people come knocking at my door and it gets loud in here and the dog's barking and the kitty cat's meowing. Yeah, because see, I haven't told you that whole story either. I've got 2 senior animals and one of them, my little kitty cat, is unfortunately not going to make it much longer. It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. So amongst all this other stuff, I'm like, I have to deal with that too. You see, but we could get lost in this stuff, right? I'm sure you've been there. But slow down, savor your life. Savor what's important, be present. I mean, I get it that our world and our society is like, oh, speed, and we want efficiency. Yeah, but also slowing down can actually add life to not just your hours in a day, but to your heart. Slowing down isn't counterintuitive. So embrace these moments that allow you to savor life's beauty and the richness that's before you. It's a season of gratitude. So simplify your schedules. Hey, use no more often. Focus on one task at a time because guess what? If you're thinking that you've got to be somewhere at 5 o'clock today and it's only 1:45 and you're like, oh my goodness, I've got to do this, and this. Are you going to get anything done between 2 and 4:40 when you have to leave for that 5 o'clock? No. So why are you fretting about it now? Don't sit here and stew yourself up because it's not time to do that. That's not where your focus is. Focus on what's right in front of you. And then guess what? Take Teresa's hint and rest a little bit. Relax. Enjoy the smell of the falling leaves, the crispness of the air. Take a walk around the block. And if you're like, I don't have a block to walk around, I get it. Go to the park then. And if it's been a little bit rainy and you think it's going to be a little bit muddy, put on some old shoes. Don't use that as an excuse. There's joy in being present. And then, I don't know about you, but I really do like things to go just right. And I can tell you today, I'm sure that it's not going to happen with these movers. And guess what? That's all right. That's okay. I'm already putting on my patience hat. And maybe you need to do the same thing. Pack your patience, not your perfectionism. Because when you pack patience, you can let go of the perfectionism. You don't need to carry that weight. It just causes stress and anxiety. And the whole idea of I'm not good enough. We live that life already, right? You don't need to keep going down that lane. It's time to change the lane that you're in. Let go of the whole idea of you've got to be perfect. Free yourself from that. And really pack your patience. And enjoy that, you know what? I'm doing the best that I can in the season that I'm in. I got this because God's got me. And then, I was thinking about this earlier. What really matters to you? Because you got to prioritize that. That is actually what you're going to get done. And guess what? Getting my house put back together, that's a priority. And right now, if my sons or daughters call me and say, hey, Mom, do you have time to do this? I'm like, what day, what time? Oh, no, the movers are here. I love you, but you got to find somebody else. Grandma and Mom is busy. I got to get my house put back together again. I need to be able to have a place that is peaceful, is calm, that everybody can come in and be present, right? But you got to know your season that you're in. You got to set those boundaries to what truly matters for you in this moment. And that moment may be only 2 hours, but those 2 hours matter. So simplify your focus and say, you know what? Yeah, I really need to get this stuff done during this time frame. Great, block it out. And the answer to anybody else who comes in, even your husband, the answer is no, thank you. And go forward with what you need to do. And then I want you to think about this, because one thing I've noticed in this craziness of forced renovations is truly the beauty of simple pleasures. Looking around and looking through old memories, because, you pull things out of a drawer that you forgot. It's not like just one junk drawer. You have all these other drawers. And I have a lot of drawers. I have a lot of closets. I have a lot of space. It's great. But that means there's a lot of nooks and crannies that I can fill. And it's fabulous. But one thing I've enjoyed is going through those nooks and crannies and finding just a little simple pleasures. A little simple handmade, bowl that my son made me. And I'm like, how sweet is that? And I just get to sit there and say, this is where he was at this time. And he was interested in these colors. And this is what he was doing. Oh, the simple pleasures. Maybe it's grabbing a cup of coffee or your favorite tea. For me, it's just water. And just enjoying the sunrise. Sometimes sitting outside by our pool and listening to the waterfall and the bubbling of the water and just what it does. It just sings to my soul. Simplify your surroundings. Don't make things more complicated than they need to be. Make a decision and stick with the decision, because when you decide on something, that frees up your mind to say, oh, what's next? You don't have to sit there and stew about, oh my goodness, I got to worry about this and this. No, you made a decision. Now it's what's next. I was preparing yesterday for the movers to come. Of course, I've got the painting crew here too. They're going to do a little bit more work for me because there's a lot. And then we've got the carpet coming in next, which hopefully will be here next week, leaning into then Thanksgiving. And I'm like, would it not be amazing if I could actually have a house that I can enjoy every room of it? Because literally for the past 2.5 years, now understand, not the whole house was torn up, but our first initial oopsie in the house happened November of 2020. And it's been quite the dramatic saga. And it's pushed us all the way into this year. We have not had a master bath, let alone a bedroom, since May of 2022. Do the math. It's been a long, long time. And I could let that overwhelm me. I could let it put me way under. But do you know how much and what has happened during those time periods? I've had kids graduate. I've had grandbabies be born. I've had relationships start up again and some fail. I've had kids move. I've had friends who have unfortunately passed away. What about you? When you start to look at the beauty of the simple pleasures of life, you begin to see the richness not in your to-do list, not in your obligations, but in truly of what's right in front of you. And it's all about your presence. So today, as you move forward and you're like, oh, I got to steer through this overwhelm. Get out of my way. I know, I get it, right? You're driving. I've been there. I went to the box store. I haven't been to the box store in almost a month. I kid you not. And I used to go all the time, but right now we're in a season of our kids are coming and going. They're off doing some of their, they're doing everything with school, right? And we've got some that have actually moved away. So our household is kind of like been kind of in this flux mode. And so sometimes we have 3 or 4 people here. Sometimes we have 10 people here. Sometimes we have just me here. Oh, wait. And the puppy dog and the senior cat that's not doing well. But even in that, it's just something about, you know what? Why do I complicate life so much? Do what matters. Put your hand on your heart. Where does your passion lie today? Simplify the complicated. Make a decision so you can move on to the next. Simplicity is not a destination, it's a daily practice. And when you embrace the path of simplicity, why do you think I call it the K.I.S.S? The Keep It Simple Strategy Everyday Solutions. It's because there you'll find the peace and the joy and the love amidst all the chaos. It's called the blessings of life. So let me ask you this. What pair of lenses are you wearing today? How are you going to see your day today? Well, as you make that decision, take a deep breath with your hand on your heart. Slow down for a moment and just allow the breath of being alive to rush through your body. Be present in your every moment and reclaim your joy today, because guess what? You get to create your now. Go in peace, be present, be incredible, be you. I love you so very much. I cannot wait to see you on the other side. Blessings, hugs, and lots of love. We'll talk to you real soon. Have a glorious, blessed day. Bye-bye.
Feeling inspired, ready to train for life, and love your journey? Visit createyournow.com for more incredible resources to help you along the way. We'll see you next time on Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie. And remember, always be sure you consult your physician before beginning any health and fitness plan.